one pitch away from his 30th win.
An American dream of glory. To spend still summer afternoons running on finely manicured grass. To become part man, part myth, and part legend. To extend boyhood into manhood.
Dizzy checks the runner back on third.
To taste the joy of achievement reserved for those who can run, throw, and hit the round ball better than the millions of wide-eyed boys who ever played the game. And it was this dream that enabled a farm boy from Arkansas named Dizzy Dean to become one of the greatest pitchers of his generation, to achieve fame and a touch of immortality playing the summer game called baseball.
Now comes the arm. The pitch. He's out. The game's over.
The spirit of achievement is the spirit of America. This message was brought to you by Exxon in commemoration of the American Bicentennial. This elegant spotted cat flashes across the sun-drenched African plains, swifter even than the wind. But if he were competing with another creature, as elegant and as wonderful, after several hundred yards, even the cheetah would be overtaken by the world record holder for the mile. The thoroughbred racehorse, one of the fastest animals in the world. Come out and see him at Belmont Park. He's beautiful.
Today we healed the sick. Today we comforted the suffering. And most precious and wonderful of all, today we saved a life. Give so that we can do more and more. Give to your local nonprofit hospital. Give to life. The National Association for Hospital Development.
When the only sound is the frozen silence of winter, you go to work, throwing mountains of snow back into the sky. And when the track becomes a railroad again, it's Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find, Miller High Life.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer. Miller Beer.
My father never made much money. He was an honest, good businessman all his life. And when he died, it wasn't a question of my saying, gee, what do we get? It was a question of, does he owe anybody? And I took care of whatever he owed. When you reach this point, I haven't always been here. Life has not been easy. It's been a struggle to get this way. There were plenty of times when the kids were in school. I had 3 sons going through very expensive schools. And for 3 years, I had all 3 in at one time. And that too, your cash flow can hurt a little. And there were times when money wasn't around, and I had to scrap and,
Talk to us at Leventhal, heart to heart. The better we know you, the better we can pick out the bond that's just right for you.
Let's assume I'm an island in the Bahamas. I've got beaches like cream-colored silk, great big beautiful hotels, and all around me sleek white yachts with rich men inside. 2.5 hours from Times Square. Nassau, that's me.
Guess what? I'm Grand Bahama Island. Freeport. I've got a casino that looks like the Taj Mahal. Golf courses men adore. And if skin diving's your pleasure, here it is. Are you wondering who they are? They're out islands. 700 unspoiled, untamed Bahama out islands. Aren't they nice?
Inventiveness, ingenuity, craftsmanship, integrity, vision, quality, creativity. A renaissance has begun at Ford. 1983 marks the first full flowering of this new beginning. A renaissance that is producing automobiles of remarkable quality and beauty. A renaissance that gives new meaning and renewed pride to the words, Made in America.
Anne Sullivan was a child without promise, orphaned and almost sightless. but she spent her adult life bringing understanding and illumination to those trapped in darkness and silence. She taught the deaf and the blind. And her greatest achievement of all was that she enabled those minds cut off from sight and sound to find expression. Her pioneering teaching methods brought the music of understanding to the ears of the deaf and the eyes of the blind. Hers was a life of compassion, tenderness, patience, and love. And her most illustrious pupil, Helen Keller, went on to become one of the great women of our time. We salute Anne Sullivan for her great achievements in teaching and helping the handicapped. The spirit of achievement is the spirit of America. This message was brought to you by Exxon in commemoration of the American Bicentennial.
Look up, America, see what we got. We got the real things.
The surf at Big Sur pounding the rocks into the shape of dreams. The random energy of a Big Apple Saturday night. Iowa farmers harvesting the land near the smell of homemade bread. And when you're thirsty, the taste of an ice-cold Coca-Cola. If you stop and think for just a moment, you'll find we've got more of the good things in this country than anywhere else in the world. Have a Coke and start looking up.
Look up, America, see what we got. Get in the sunny side of living. Look for the best, yeah, live life refreshed. Look for the real thing, like Coca-Cola. It's the real thing. It's the real thing.
News is really a mirror held up to society. It shows us who we are, how we are, and what we're doing. Reporting only one side of a story is not the real story at all. We realize that what we tell you every night really does affect your life.
We bring you Face to Face with the World. ABC's World News Tonight, weeknights with Peter Jennings.
Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the skies, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They really say, I love you.
He was poor and uneducated, but Louis Armstrong grew up to become our great goodwill ambassador, charming the world with the special genius of his music. He was idolized everywhere because he transcended politics and language with a uniquely American expression of joy, love, and celebration called jazz. The spirit of achievement is the spirit of America. This message was brought to you by Exxon in commemoration of the American Bicentennial.